amount of money they can earn and the time they can put in under the retirement system. But for some who have not taken their retirement, for example, they can work under the interim tag for as long as you wish.
So if we were to look at an interim, for example, to bring in here and see how they're doing, we don't necessarily, let me back up a little bit. If we were looking at an interim in a way of looking at them to not only be an interim, but possibly become the superintendent in the future,
yep, we
wouldn't need to make them the permanent superintendent, let's say, for next year. They can continue with that interim role while we make that decision as far as how, you know, the rest of this year isn't enough to know that. I mean, we went through a process, it's a long process to get a superintendent, and obviously it didn't work out as well as we wanted to, so I think we need to be very careful and take our time and do it right. I think Mr. Bjork makes a good point that someone can come in here and know exactly what needs to be done to get it moving, but we know that's not going to be the long term. So I think before we do that, I think we need to talk about, you know, what that long term is. I don't want to go through a process, or I don't know if everyone feels different, but going through a process where we bring someone in, but then we have to go again searching for that superintendent for long term. It could very well be that the right process could be getting someone in here as an interim that we can look at towards the future as well. Those are another options, and I don't mean to say let's not, you know, vote. It could be the right option. I just want to make sure that we look at all the options before we start.
My only concern, quite frankly, is if we look at several different people for the interim position. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. We need to look at a permanent, but we're just about to enter the budgeting process. And how long is it going to take us to find interviews